They had something great and amazing, but they lost it. Ego got in the way, and their mean spirited attitude drove you off. All right? Some people know how to drive people away. They don't do it on purpose, but if you're, you know what? They do it on purpose because it's the only they don't do it on purpose, but they do it on purpose because once you realize that this is who they are and they don't want to change, then it's something that's being almost intentionally done now. That's just who I am. You expect me to change? This person ran you off. All right, this person, their attitude, you got sick of it. The way that they talked to you, you got sick of it. You weren't feeling it. You couldn't stand it. The way this person chose how to deal with you was from a position of superiority. All right, they felt that, after a while, because of the situation and the dynamic between you and them, which you probably tried to explain, which is why you probably tried to get space from this person so you could try to get some leverage back in the relationship, to establish some order in it, friendship, relationship, whatever kind of ship, who just talking to people, just dealing with people. You want to be able to establish a dynamic of power. There needs to be some type of power because you can't be weak. All right. So if a person doesn't want you to be in a position of power, they want you to be in a position of weakness. All right. And we're not talking about a position of power that they see fit. It's a position of power that you also see fit. All right. You could just do that. You could just say, no, 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 no. Hell no. That's settling for less. Somebody telling you could do this, that, and no. Hell no. What kind of life is that? That ain't no life. That's a life where you're controlled and miserable and unhappy and bored, sad, everything else. That's not a life that I know I would want to live. All right. And I know that's not a life anybody would want to live. So don't live that life. All right. People who have a mean spirit and a mean attitude that don't want to change, that aren't willing to change, if they're just a person who's a disturbed character, they're gonna fight you to remain that way. So when somebody is negative and they have that mean spirit, and that's who they are to the core, and there's no room for growth or change, you're gonna have to let that one go. All right, as hard as it may be, as difficult as it may be, you gonna have to let that one go. All right, because it's damaging to you. All right, it's damaging to you. You may just have healed. You may be in a healing process. You may just be enjoying your life. There's nothing wrong with that. You may just be enjoying life, but this kind of situation makes it real difficult to do that. This kind of situation makes it extremely difficult to enjoy life. It almost makes you hate it because you can't do anything you like. You have someone trying to control you. You have someone that is using the fact that you feel you feel some type of way towards them. You think they cool. You like them. You think this person is cool. You have love for them. All right, and the little bit that you did give, they still took advantage of that. You already was hardly giving anything because you understand the value of what you give. And it's not that you wasn't giving anything. The little bit that you give is a whole lot. And they still took advantage of it. All right. So they had something great and they had something amazing. A lot of people, when they have something great and amazing, sometimes they mess it up because they don't know what to do with it. That's understandable. But when a person doesn't want to acknowledge, when they want to, a person is either going to acknowledge or they're either going to act dumb. If somebody is not acknowledging you, then they're dumb. They're acting dumb to you. They're dumb to you. They're dumb to what it is you're trying to get them to see. They're deaf, dumb, and blind. I don't see it. I damn sure don't hear it, and I don't know what you're talking about. All right, and that's what drove you off. The games, the lack of understanding. And I mean, I'm talking about basic. We're not asking you to understand how to solve the Pythagorean theorem or, some type of calculus uh equation, high level. All right, we're not asking you to solve. Hey, can we work this basic simple thing out where I get some respect and I get treated from a valuable standpoint. Nah, all right, cool, peace, deuces. Don't the arguments and stuff like that. Don't, man, don't get petty with people, man. Like, that is a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. Don't get into arguments. If what you're looking for is not there, guess what? You could turn around and look somewhere else. You could find it somewhere else. There's a million people in this world, billion plus people in this world, and sometimes you got to go through certain people to see what you like, what you don't like, what you want, and what you don't want. Sometimes you're going to meet some people that are going to let you know what you don't want. They will practice. They will practice. They will practice. All right. Some of the people that you meet and that you deal with, it's life. It's life. But the thing is, the only thing that makes it personal is people are narcissistic, man. If people could just, damn, I messed up, damn, I wasn't right, and go off and heal and just go their separate way. Well, you know what, I was toxic as hell. Yeah, I can understand why, Shorty Doo-Wop wanted to do what she needed to do, or whatever, but I'm not that type of person. So, I will I'll separate myself from a person before it gets bad or ugly. Even if it does get bad or ugly, you won't hear from me, because it's only going to make it worse. When the situation is bad and ugly and people are communicating, there's no reason to keep something bad and ugly going. If it ain't work, it ain't work. You'll find somebody to make it that'll work with, or you'll find somebody's that'll make it work with. For the fellas out there that's into the multiple wives and whatnot. All right, they had something great and amazing, but they lost it. All right, I mean, a lot of females don't understand the true understand a man's true value, because of they're so focused on their value and what they bring to the table and what society is pumping up their heads with. When like, you can't tell me that, I'm not here to argue who's the prize or not. I already know who the prize is. All right, and it's me. All right, fellas, it's us. All right, and the ladies love it when you acknowledge that, when you recognize that within yourself. They love it when you start peacocking. They love it when you got your feathers up. You know, don't let the ladies claim that damn bird. That's the male's the one with the feathers. The male's the one with the feathers. Fellas, you gotta have a confident aura about you, man. Because, man, you fellas, you got we got everything we've been taught. We got to do the opposite, man. Because we've been trained to have game ran on us, man. A lot of guys have been trained to deal with women from a position of weakness. And when you think you're being wrong and you think you're being harmful, what you're doing is being weak and being a punk. And what you feel is wrong is actually right. You're supposed to step up and put your foot down and tell a female what time it is, and she could either oblige to that, or she could head to the sky for that. She could leave. She could spread her wings and fly. You'll put the gas in the plane, pack her bags, everything but purchase the ticket. All right, but a lot of men are devaluing themselves because they're so hyped up and caught up on the female. All right, and I would say, don't depreciate either one. Men, don't depreciate the female's value. Females, don't depreciate the fella's value. But it's a lot of females out here that got the game totally screwed up and are depreciating the value of dudes. And there's a lot of dudes out here depreciating the value of females, man. But it's like when you get some decent people in your life, everybody, you hold on to them. You cherish that relationship. All right, and that's a lost art. A lot of people from the people I'm studying, what I'm realizing, because this person is always, when I listen to him, he's always talking about he got a friend this, a friend that, a friend this. I'm like, damn, I gotta get me some friends. He knows how to build and hold and keep and maintain relationships. That's why I like listening to him. That's why I like studying him, and I'm going to learn that from him, or just learn it on my own, just from doing research on how to. But I do value people and I cherish people and I know they're good people. So what I'm going to learn how to do is, as I learn how to continue to detoxify myself and my energy and whatnot, what I'm going to do is learn how to build relationships and continue to learn how to maintain them and value them and cherish them, because relationships are a very valuable thing. Not just talking about the intimate lovey-dovey one, talk about just relationships with people, period. All right, this is why they lost a great thing. All right, a lot of women, don't won't let their man become great in fear of that man going off and being great and doing what men in positions of power do. All right, that woman doesn't want you to be a man, bruh, if she doesn't want you to be successful. All right, all successful men do the same things, man. All right, they have more than one woman in their life. They have multiple females in their life. All right, we ain't talking about bringing nothing back that we ain't talking about not being safe. All right, they dropping stuff over there. They're hearing my video. All right, they're but we ain't focused on them. I've stayed at other places like this, and whenever I record and there's other people around, they love to drop stuff to try to distract and take us off course. But we're past that right now. So we're working towards just having our own and envisioning our own and building our own. All right, and even more. That's why they lost a great thing. You will work on yourself relentlessly, nonstop, until you get what it is you want. You're not going to stop working on yourself until you end up where you want to be. All right, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people just aren't really ready to get with a successful man, and a lot of people aren't ready and willing to get with a successful person. All right, there's work that has to be done. There's time away from people. A lot of people, they have addictive personalities. They don't know how to let their person go off and do some work. I'm not talking about letting your woman go in the office for hours on end with some man alone. All right, that's wilding. But what I am saying, all right, what I am saying is, it's gonna have to be some major business done. If something like that is going down, it's gonna have to be some major business done. I'm still gonna have to be there. It's gonna have to be like we talking about some like major business. Like it has to be a reason for that, not just hey, go on this business trip. No, no, no. Not anyone that I'm dealing with. No. All right, no. So the thing is, people don't understand what they have until it's gone. All right, somebody is sitting there sad and sick right now and putting on a front like they not upset over not having you. All right, somebody is sad and sick right now and they're putting up a front and they're upset and sad because they don't have you right now. They had you and they didn't do it right. They abused the access they had to you. They played you like you wasn't really important, or like you wasn't really about to do anything with your life because of a look. You don't have this or you don't have that. People don't know how to let a person cook. You ain't got all the seasoning. You ain't got the sugar. You ain't got the salt. You ain't got the this. Will you shut the hell up and let me do what I need to do? No. Okay, well then, hey, you won't be quiet. You won't let me have peace. You won't let me think. Then there's no reason for me to be here. Ain't no reason for me to be there. I can go off and work hard until I get to where I need to be peacefully and quiet, all by myself. And a lot of times, people, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to work and get yourself to where you need to be all by yourself. People will drive you away from them. Don't drive back once they drive you away, because it's only going to get worse if you go back. Always keep that in mind. Once you leave a situation, when you go back, it's always worse the next time. Shout out to the OG that told me that. He said, Drew, once you leave, he said, don't go back. He said, if you go back, it's going to be worse. So when you leave a situation, don't go back, because it's only going to be worse. You have to maturely accept that. As a mature, grown person, you got to accept that. Well, if I go back, it's only going to be worse. That's the thing that will help you kill the codependency of a narcissistic person. You think, you need this person. No, all you need is yourself, some time alone to work, improve some things, and God, and some good books. That's all you need, and some bread. All right, and some peace of mind, and some good friends. For real, you need some good friends, all right, and some abilities and some know-how to cherish and maintain those relationships. That's why I'm getting my study on how to maintain me some relationships, man. Because don't want to be toxic, don't want to not be able to communicate. You want to be able to do all the things that you need to be able to do as best as you could do them, because a mean-spirited attitude is going to drive somebody off, man. And when you get around people who are mean-spirited, it's unfortunately going to take some time for that energy to wear off, man. Because when you're around negative, toxic, energy-draining people like that, it rubs off on you, unfortunately. And people can see it on you, you'll see it on you, and you won't be able to wait to get it off of you, man. Somebody, like I like, there are times where I know I'm right and somebody causes me to do something, and then there are times when something just may happen, and unfortunately, due to a lot of pressure and stress, I may not handle it the best way. And a situation like that today happened like that, and I'm a little bit disappointed in myself because of what happened. But it's because I've been dealing with a lot of stressful stuff, and I'm trying to get things to work out. And I mean, like, man, if I pray that I pray that I meet good people, because I'm not sure if another person is going to be able to handle doing me incorrectly, because the side of me that will be displayed is not going to be the most positive one. So I'm just gonna make sure I work on myself and pray, because I don't want to be, yeah, no, life is too fun. There's too many beaches, too many beautiful people, especially beautiful women. Are too many beautiful women, too many beautiful beaches, too many beautiful sceneries, too many, beautiful everything out there. Cars, homes, places to see, nature, animals, resorts, vacation spots, to be locked up in a damn cell. You gotta be kidding me. Over a hater, please. Over a karmic, please. All right, you got to be careful too. Karmics like to rush things. They'll rush you. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. So do you want to do it? You want to do it? Be my this, be my that, be my this, be my that. Love, love, love. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Hug, hug, hug. All right, their ego got in the way. Their ego got in the way. They was doing things for you, and they started to think they was big stuff because they, this and that, and they had it like that, and that's great. Well, guess what? When you get to where you're going to have it like that, you'll have it like that too. So what? Materials and resources, money, all that stuff don't mean nothing. All that stuff don't mean nothing, man. All that matters is what's inside, man. People could have all the money in the world and still have to work on themselves and become a better person. And it's like, imagine somebody, if you want to become a better person and somebody tries to help you, let them help you. Don't get in the way of that. Listen to them and be quiet and shut up and listen. Even if you're helping that person, you gotta let a person do what they need to do. You can't expect to get results from someone that you interrupt and wonder why they don't want to work with you or deal with you or help you. If you don't ever listen to a person, if you don't ever take the person's advice, if you don't ever want to hear or even listen or let the person talk, some of these people you with, they don't even let y'all talk, because once you open your mouth, they start to feel inferior. They start to think that you know more than them, and they change the subject. They don't even want to talk about it no more. Wait, this was to help you. They lost a good thing. They lost a great thing, and they're somewhere sick. They're somewhere sad. They're somewhere sorry. They're somewhere miserable. All right, and it's not that it's not that we wish that on people. It's just that you can see it on people. You can see it on people. They could fake like they having a good time, and they could fake this and that. They not having no good time like that. They really miss you. They really upset. They do. You know, and it's just that if you go back, it's only gonna be worse. And the thing is, man, like, you can't unsee certain sides of people. Can't unsee certain sides of people. When you see certain things, when you see something in someone, you just have to accept that, and you move on with your life. There's other people. There's other people in life. There's other people in life. You'll meet other people in life. There are plenty of other people in this world, period. And it's just it's too much life to be had to be upset, to be miserable, to be mad, to be hurt, to be just sitting there thinking negative. All right, and a lot of people don't understand that everybody's got an ego, but the thing is, you can't let your ego get in your way. You can't let your ego get in the way. Can't let your ego get in the way. If somebody's trying to deal with you, somebody's trying to work with you, somebody's trying to be in your life, and you're not controlling the way that you act towards them, and like, only a idiot is going to stay around someone like that. Oh, well, that's just so and so. They treat me however, talk to me however, but they're good to me. I'm sorry, but if somebody is good to me, that's cool and all. But I will leave a person that's taking good care of me if they're coming at me crazy, attitude crazy, treatment crazy, just disrespect is crazy. Like, nah, man. Once the disrespect happens, that person doesn't even exist to you anymore. That's not the same person you originally were dealing with. Mask slipped off, horn, mask off, mask off. The person's mask fell off and the horns popped out. And when that happens, you know what that's about. Scissors, please. You can try to make things work with people, but when you see signs of it not working, and you see signs of it not changing, and you see signs of you're the only one working towards making it better, and the other person just wants you to accept them for being sick and toxic, and on top of that, you tried to help them and they're not trying to change who they are, that's a situation to where some people end up getting lost in and trapped in, and it'd be maybe some 5 years pass. You'll be lucky. You'll be lucky if you're only in a situation like that for a couple months. You better count your lucky stars if you're only in a situation like that for a couple months, and learn from it and thank God if you come out unscathed and with no seed. Just keeping it real, because you don't need any soul ties with the person that's not for you. All right, you don't need soul ties with the people that's not for you. And how you know a person is not for you, they're gonna start catching the attitude. They're gonna start giving hints, that because they know that deep down inside they're not the one for you. They try to make themselves that way, but you probably tried to tell them, you probably tried to communicate to them, but a lot of people out here trying to force things. Don't let people force things on you. Those are karmics. Karmics force things on people. They gotta move fast and act fast. They don't let people think, because if if a person has time to think and they make a decision, it might not be the one that the karmic wants. The karmic wants to force you into making the decision that they want. That's what it's all about since day one. What they want, what they want, what they want. And you'll see this early on when you try to tell them no, and they still keep asking you the same freaking questions. Like, when cut people off when you tell them no and they keep asking you the same questions, because sooner or later that's gonna get ugly. You either gonna give in to them and do what they want, and then sooner or later you gonna feel bad about it and resent them, or you just gonna get mad about it and end up flipping out on them and telling them how you really feel because they're disrespecting you by keep asking you. Certain people, they don't respect your demands. They don't respect your wishes. So when people don't respect your demands, people don't respect your wishes, that person is they think you're soft. All right, that person they think that they just gonna overpower you and overrule what you said. All right, but depending on that this is why you be careful who you get with. This is why you be careful who you deal with. You don't want to be in a situation to where a person like this has power over you. You don't. All right, because they'll abuse the situation. All right, they'll take advantage of your vulnerability. Because why? Because of that ego. They got to be on top. And what that does to a real person is it makes them feel enclosed. It makes them feel trapped. It makes them feel like the walls are closing in on them. It makes them feel anxious. All right. When somebody is in control and they're telling you pretty much you just got to hear them all the time. This is why people need space. All right, when you're hearing negative, like some people are so damn negative, you got to get away from them. Like if a person is not working on themselves and you stay around them, you're this person you're trying to become is gonna die, and you're going to become someone that you don't. You're gonna lose yourself around people that are no good for you. You're gonna lose yourself around people whose energy they haven't worked on it yet, and the person that they are, who they need to work on, is going to end up rubbing off on you. Them, their toxic traits, all right, their negative traits, their negative habits. Be careful of the company you keep. All right, but this person, I mean, you wised up. We are wising up. All right, we're catching them quick. We're catching them quick. We're catching them quick. Most you get is about 3 months. Oh, that's how. Okay, this is what it is. I'm out. Most you giving them is 3 months. Most you giving them now is a week. As soon as you see it, I'm talking about as soon as you see it. Don't even say nothing. Just fall back. As soon as you see, oh well, that's something about that ain't right. But when you're getting yourself together, don't deal with people. Period. Don't go get with nobody. Don't move in with nobody. Don't leave the place that you're already maintaining to go somewhere and get with someone. Some people are sick and they like people who are in position and who are in a position or a time of need, and they like to try to see if they can run that person ragged. You don't want that when all it takes is some patience and some hard work, and you can get yourself back up on your feet. Take some patience, some hard work, you can get yourself back up on your feet without the nagging, without the arguing, without the bickering, without the belittling, without the meanness, without the shrewdness, without the negative comments, without the toxicity, without the gaslighting and the mind games people are playing because they see that you're not interested in them like that. And on top of that, you're going somewhere in life. So now they start thinking about all the people you're going to be with and how it ain't going to be them. And it's just not good. It's not good. People could have a role in your life. They just don't want to accept the role that they actually play in your life. They want to play the role in your life that they want to play. But your life don't work like that. Somebody wants to come in your life, they got to play the role that's necessary. You don't get to come in somebody's life and demand the type of role that you play. It's wild out here, y'all. Get yourself together. Get your mind right. Get your spirit right. Get your body right. Get your health right. Get your money right. Finances right. And find some other like-minded, like-spirited people doing the same on the same a spiritual path, as you. So smash that like button, smash that share button. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the very end, my friend, and I'll see you in the next one. We out.